Ethan placed his first stock order at 11:43 p.m. It wouldn't execute until morning, but the risk? That hit instantly. By morning it was up 18%. Beginner's luck? He didn't care. It felt like a sign. He screenshotted the chart, sent it to 2 friends. Caption, "Early retirement pending." Next week he put in more. Not just money, but time, ego, hope. He didn't just want gains. He wanted to feel smart, to outguess the world. One stock dipped. He sold it in panic, only to watch it rebound hours later. Next time he held on. Too long. Wrote it down. Sick feeling in his chest. By month's end, he'd gained $200, lost $900. It wasn't the money, it was how unstable it all felt, like being on a roller coaster, blindfolded. He even bought a crypto coin because its logo looked like a confident duck, held it for a week, sold it out of shame. That duck still haunted him. He opened his bank app. His savings, what little was left, had dipped below $1,000. He closed the app, deleted the trading one, and said out loud, "I'm done." Not again. For 6 months he avoided everything. No investing, no tracking. Auto debits paid his bills. He never checked where the rest went. It was quiet, but it wasn't peace. He told himself, better to do nothing than mess it up again. But every time friends talked finance, he made jokes, changed the subject. Underneath, shame. One evening, at a coffee shop, he overheard someone say, "I used to be reckless with money until I figured out what I needed instead of returns." He didn't know what that meant, but it stuck. Later that week, he opened a long-forgotten folder on his laptop, dozens of half-finished documents. One labeled Freedom Fund, another Revenge Strategy. He double-clicked. Rows of broken formulas. One cell just said, "To the moon," in all caps. He laughed, the kind of laugh that says, "Yeah, that tracks." For a moment he just stared at the screen, not angry, not ashamed, just quieter. He sighed, renamed the file, what not to do, then dragged it into a new folder he created on the spot, Lessons I Paid For. He didn't want to chase, but he wanted control again. He made tea, sat down, opened a blank spreadsheet, and typed one line, "What do I want my money to feel like?" Over the next few days, he looked into high-yield savings, tried it, felt too slow, tried a budgeting app, too rigid, dabbled in set-it-and-forget-it portfolios, felt too distant. Then, one lazy Sunday morning, he remembered what he'd typed. What do I want my money to feel like? Now he was starting to answer it, one line at a time. One cell read, "Bought after scrolling," felt FOMO. Another, "Skipped a stock," felt calm, aligned with plan. That's when he realized investing wasn't just about logic. It was about noticing why he was clicking. He made a new spreadsheet, no graphs, no colors, just 3 columns. What I bought, what I was feeling. Was it part of my actual plan? Then, a new idea. What if he stopped aiming for clever and just aimed for consistent? He set up a weekly auto-invest, $25. Not thrilling, not sexy, but it didn't rely on moods. It relied on motion. He kept one visual reminder, a screenshot of his lowest bank balance, $963. Not to shame himself, just to remember where he started. 3 months later, his account read $1,348. Not huge, but untouched. And this time, not pretending, just progressing. He reread that old note. What do I want my money to feel like? This time the answer was predictable, gentle, mine. A friend vented about losing money in NFTs. Ethan didn't judge, just listened, then said, "Same storm, different anchor." He wasn't scared of money anymore, but he didn't worship it either. He just wanted it to match his life, not run it. He bought a new notebook, wrote on the first page, "No more moonshots, just roots." He didn't reinstall the trading app, just saved the site in a quiet folder, named it, "Later, maybe." Right below it, he added another link, the weather, not for updates. But as a reminder, some days are storms, others steady sun. But shelter? That's something you build. If this story felt like your own in parts, try this. Name one financial belief you're unlearning, then ask, what do you want your money to feel like? Like, subscribe, and rebuild at your own pace.